Good morning and welcome to the regular meeting of City Council on Thursday, May 29th, 2025. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charlin? Mr. Coghill?
Here.
Ms. Gross? Here. Mr. Mosley? Mrs. Kell-Smith?
Here.
Mrs. Strasburger?
Here.
Mrs. Warwick? Mr. Wilson?
Here.
Mr. Lavelle, President?
Here.
6 members present.
Thank you. For those that are able, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Our next order of business is to amend the agenda. Is there a motion to amend?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Our next order of business is proclamations, and we'll begin with Councilman Coghill.
Okay, thank you.
I know. I hate that. I hate that they don't have to get up. I tell them all the time.
Thank you, Mr. President. Phyllis, would you and we'll call it the Beachview gang, come on up?
Oh, wait. Part of my district.
What? Some of them live in your district, actually, but they're in my neighborhood. Come on up this way, Phyllis. Yeah, we said, let's get them out of here quick. Pasqualini, come on up here. Pasquale Pasqualini.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, thank you, everyone. And Phyllis, this is the first proclamation I'm giving you, is that right?
For this group.
My goodness. I just want to say Phyllis does so much more for Beachview than what we're recognizing just today. Her and the folks you see here, and we'll let them all introduce themselves shortly. Whether it's organizing our Memorial Day service or, first night out or cleaning the streets, you name it. Phyllis, like me, is an Italian, descendant of Italian immigrants who moved to Beachview, and I used to always say, Bloomfield, it makes such a big deal, but Beachview was really Little Italy in our day, wasn't it not? So, okay. So, thank you for being here. This is in recognition of the stewardship of the Beachview Historical Society. Beachview partners with Age-Friendly Greater Pittsburgh, an initiative of the Southwestern Pennsylvania Partnership for Aging and the University of Pittsburgh School of Social Work, to join the Age-Friendly Neighborhoods program to make our region more inclusive and respectful of all ages. And Beachview is part of the second group of age-friendly neighborhoods in Allegheny County, alongside McKeesport and Sharpsburg. The Age-Friendly Neighborhoods Initiative empowers residents to make our region a good place to grow and grow old. And whereas, looking back, the community of Beachview has benefited from Age-Friendly Greater Pittsburgh in the past through a walkability study that was undertaken along Broadway Avenue, including a Crossings Beachview initiative, as well as a Color Beachview temporary public art project at the Beachview Healthy Active Living Center. And whereas the Beachview Historical Society retains local history, encompassing longtime families across generations that still reside in Beachview, collaborates with Casa San Jose, PHC, which is PHDC, Pittsburgh Hispanic Development Corporation, and other community members to promote an inclusive way to teach and grow within our culturally diverse and unique community, and is interested in helping pave the way to a better future for all. Whereas the Beachview Historical Society was awarded $20,000 in seed funding over 2 years for residents-led projects and events that amplify older adult voices and foster intergenerational connection and solidarity via collaboration with Age-Friendly Greater Pittsburgh. And the Age-Friendly Neighborhoods team is an important part of the success of this program by supporting the Beachview Historical Society and forming a consensus group of enthusiastic volunteers, as well as engagement demonstrated by the team's outreach into the community to become familiar with organizations and Beachview's true uniqueness and challenges. And Beachview continues to strive to be age-friendly and promotes inclusivity for people of all ages. not just older adults with the goal of advocating for new initiatives or ones already in place and participating in supporting community events. And whereas Beachview Historical Society leads intergenerational connections, promoting new relationships while embracing their history. And this partnership with age-friendly Greater Pittsburgh will allow for more opportunities to interact with others in activities such as surveying aging populations for needs such as ADA accessibility, curbs, wheelchair accessibility, working with the City of Pittsburgh DOMI, and promote safe street and events. Whereas, recognizing those volunteers and the board of the Beachview Historical Society who stepped up to ensure the community is an active part of shaping the plan for activities and projects provided through our participation in this program. And the City of Pittsburgh recognizes the importance of age-friendly communities and commends Beachview for its commitment to enhancing quality of life for all generations through inclusive, accessible, and age-friendly. And therefore it be resolved, City Council recognizes age-friendly neighborhood Beachview and applauds its ongoing efforts to create a more inclusive, accessible, and age-friendly community for all residents. Be it further resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby declare Thursday, May 29th, 2025 to be Age-Friendly Neighborhoods Day in Beachview and in the City of Pittsburgh.
May we have a motion to approve?
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Congratulations.
It's a little more than few words. Good morning, everyone. My name is Phyllis DiDiano, and I'd like to thank the City of Pittsburgh for the opportunity to be given this proclamation. A big thank you goes to Councilman Coghill and his office who have worked to allow the proclamation to occur during the month of May, which is Older Americans Month. On behalf of the Beachview Historical Society, I next would like to thank Age-Friendly Greater Pittsburgh for the grant we were awarded and the programming and initiatives they continue to provide in our area. This is one organization that you should know about, and anyone that has any interaction with any of the staff comes away being a better person for having done so. We are looking forward to being able to celebrate and bring attention to the treasures that older adults are in our community. We will be including all ages so older adults can receive more interaction, socialization with all ages, which helps us to be better human beings and enrich the quality of life for all. There are many lessons to be learned if we would just take the time to listen. I have been waiting a long time to get this type of platform. People may ask, why are you so excited about growing old? Well, have you tried to find a birthday card for a 95 to 100-year-old? They are oftentimes sold out, and that's a good thing. I'd like to ask everyone to think about this. We shouldn't need incentives to do better for our older adults. They deserve the best that life has to offer. This proclamation can serve as a reminder that we all have value and something to offer no matter what age we may be. So whatever the outcomes of this 2-year journey or wherever it may lead us, Susan, the best part will absolutely be the process. Bringing people together just to laugh can help us all live longer. Talking about difficult times inevitably that surface in our lives can allow the pain to be lessened sometimes just by being with others. This sharing of ourselves helps us to cherish fond memories and also reflect on how we survived any past hardships, giving us the strength and hope to go on. The main thing is the message. Face it, a lot of people are living longer, and this is all part of evolution. Living longer is a good thing. I think we need to move up middle age, by the way. Actuarial tables can help you financially plan to be able to live a longer life, but we wish for all to live a life that's long and full. Multi-generational activities help connect us to older adults, and it's important that young people see that we can age in place, contribute to society, and be happy on our older ages. The youth that respect and appreciate their elders will be ahead of the game. There's a lot to be learned, and that comes with life experience. Since being awarded this grant, our group of volunteers, and there's more, is collectively thinking bigger now. As I said, it's a good thing, not a bad thing to age. So we are looking forward to exciting events, programs, and projects. Projections have been made that in the year 2030, 1 in 5 Americans will be 65 years or older. So maybe by then, it will be very cool to be an older adult. Let's talk about making that happen. Thank you.
I couldn't say it better. My responsibility here is I am a staff member of the Age-Friendly Greater Pittsburgh, and I am the Community Outreach Coordinator, which means I've had the privilege to work closely with Beachview as they decide what they're going to do with this money. We work with two other neighborhoods, McKeesport and Sharpsburg, and I am blessed that I've been able to be a part of this and learning and growing with them as well. Thank you.
Let me get two pictures, one with just me, and then if I could ask the other members to come up after we take this one, all right? Here, you wanna hold this? You guys hold it. Well, you get up front so we can see you. I'm not going to be 65 in 2010. Am I? No, I won't. See you. Good job.
Councilwoman Gross?
Thank you all. Maybe we have everyone up front for the Lafayette proclamation. We are fortunate today to be joined by members of the French Consulate and also the Historic Association to celebrate the 200th anniversary of General Lafayette coming to Lawrenceville. I always like to tell people the cameras are up there right at the top. That's what's capturing you. Thank you all. I'll read the proclamation and then we'll have some remarks. Whereas Marquis de Lafayette, a French nobleman, played a pivotal role in the American Revolution, serving as a major general and demonstrating exceptional bravery in key battles, including Brandywine, Monmouth, and Yorktown. His efforts not only ensured an alliance with France, but were instrumental in securing the independence of the United States. And whereas throughout and beyond the American Revolution, Lafayette was a staunch advocate for human rights, including religious freedom and equality for women, and he consistently championed the values of liberty, equality, and freedom. Whereas in 1824, as the last surviving general of the American Revolution, President James Monroe invited Lafayette to embark on a grand tour of the United States. Lafayette accepted, touring all 24 states, and arrived at the Arsenal in Lawrenceville on May 31st, 1825, where he shared breakfast with the Arsenal commander and was warmly welcomed by hundreds of local residents. And whereas Lafayette is widely celebrated as a hero of two worlds for his contributions to both the American and French revolutions, and his unwavering commitments to liberty, equality, and human rights, advocating for reform throughout his life. Whereas the enduring friendship and alliance between the citizens of the United States and the Republic of France began with the close bond between George Washington and Lafayette, establishing a partnership between two great democracies that has lasted for centuries. Whereas the Sons of the American Revolution is a patriotic organization dedicated to preserving the institutions of American freedom, fostering appreciation for patriotism, respect for national symbols, and valuing American citizenship. And whereas the American Friends of Lafayette have formed a bicentennial committee to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Lafayette's historic visit to the United States, recreating his grand tour by visiting cities across the nation. And whereas the French Nationality Room at the University of Pittsburgh preserves and promotes French culture and celebrates the diverse cultural heritage in the city of Pittsburgh, while offering a space where the richness of said culture and history may be shared in a unique and engaging environment. Whereas the Pittsburgh chapter of Sons of the American Revolution will hold a formal color ceremony in honor of Lafayette's 200th anniversary of visiting the Arsenal Park on May 31st, 2025. And whereas Lafayette, one of only 8 foreign nationals granted United States citizenship by an act of Congress, is posthumously honored by the National Society Sons of American Revolution, which presents the SAR International Medal to the honorary French consul on behalf of Lafayette. And whereas the French Nationality Room at the University of Pittsburgh will host a free-to-the-public performance by a renowned Lafayette enactor and display of the traveling Lafayette history panels at the Frick Fine Arts Building. Now therefore be it resolved that the Councilperson Deborah Gross and Pittsburgh City Council presents these proclamations to the Honorary French Consul, American Friends of Lafayette Grand Tour Bicentennial Committee, Pittsburgh chapter of the Sons of American Revolution, and French Nationality Room at the University of Pittsburgh in recognition of Lafayette's invaluable contribution to American independence.
May we have a motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'll ask members that we have here, if you'd like to introduce yourselves, you can come up to the microphone for some comments. It's kind of low. You can adjust it.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Jason Miller. I'm the president of the Pittsburgh chapter, Sons of the American Revolution, the organizer for this event. We'd like to thank Councilperson Gross and the City of Pittsburgh for this proclamation. The Lafayette event has taken many volunteers and countless hours to bring this project to life. Overcoming numerous obstacles, including weather, along the way, we are honored to celebrate this historic occasion in Pittsburgh. Lafayette was a general and a hero of the American Revolution. He chose Pittsburgh and the Allegheny Arsenal as one of his stops during his grand tour in 1825, where he was welcomed with great fanfare from the citizens of Pittsburgh. It is a great honor for us to organize and plan the Lafayette celebration in Pittsburgh exactly 200 years to the day after his visit. The Sons of the American Revolution, as a patriotic organization, is dedicated to preserving the institutions of American freedom. We partnered with the American Friends of Lafayette, the French Nationality Rooms at the University of Pittsburgh, the French Cultural Center, and the honorary French consul, Matthias Barley, to make this day-long celebration possible. On behalf of the Sons of the American Revolution, I would like to thank Councilperson Deb Gross for her invaluable assistance in making this event a success. And we would like to give her a certificate of appreciation on behalf of the Sons of the American Revolution.
Nice.
Bonjour and merci. I wanted to thank the City of Pittsburgh and Councilwoman Deb Gross for supporting the Lafayette Bicentennial Tour here in Pittsburgh, and also the French Cultural Center, the French Nationality Rooms, and our honorary French consul for their continued support in honoring the lifelong principles that Lafayette presented that are relevant today. Merci.
Hello, everyone. Bonjour. My name is Mathias Barla. I'm the honorary consul of France in Pittsburgh. And I just would like to thank the city of Pittsburgh for doing this and all the organizations that are honoring France's role in the Revolutionary War, and also honoring a great iconic historical figure of Lafayette. And we're really appreciative, and I think on behalf of the French consulate, we want to thank everybody, and we're excited for the next couple of days of festivities. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Roberta Hatcher. I'm chair of the French Nationality Room at the University of Pittsburgh, and we are very honored to partner with everyone on this event. It's been a history lesson, I think, for many of us to discover what an American hero the Marquis de Lafayette is. And so this is a way of continuing our partnership of French and American culture and alliance over the centuries. So I also want to mention that the French Nationality Room partners with the Centre Francophone of Pittsburgh, the French Cultural Center, which supports many of our cultural events. And so thank you so much to the city for honoring this great general. Thank you.
Bonjour à tous. So I wasn't ready for the speech, but I'm honored to be here. I am Jacqueline Darwady, Vice President of the French Cultural Center, Centre Francophone de Pittsburgh, and we work with French Nationality Room, and we are honored to be here today to accept this proclamation, and I will accept it in the name of every member of our association. We are 10 members. We thoroughly enjoyed exploring the life and the legacy of Le Marquis de Lafayette, who definitely was a hero of two worlds, and he, through his influence, he shaped the America and France, and we're very grateful that the American people welcomed him the way they did, recognized him, and really appreciated him. I think he was a good man, he was an aristocrat, but he treated people very humbly, and I think everyone realized that. But thank you for having us here today. Merci.
Wonderful. I would love to invite all members up for the photo, if you don't mind.
I was looking for stuff like that. My house goes back to 1880. Give it to me. Stuff like that.
You're next there.
And I believe we have Councilwoman Smith.
Thank you. Will the folks from Pride please come forward? I want to thank Jim Shepard for reaching out about the proclamation. Jim is a resident of Westwood, and we're proud to have him there. Hi. Hi, bud. So, I'm just going to say a little bit about our group, okay? We started a group after my last election. I didn't want to do it during an election. I didn't want it to be political. I wanted people to know that we genuinely care. So we started a West Pittsburgh Pride group. And so Jim is helping us get that up and running. And I think some of the guys came here today. Were they here earlier? They stopped by earlier, but they had to leave. But we'll bring them together again so we can get that group up and running. But this week, we want you to make sure that you enjoy any of the Pride festivities, and you can talk a little bit about those. But we want to make sure that we recognize all the work that Pride has done in the city of Pittsburgh. And I can tell you, as a person who has a brother who's gay and a brother who's a priest, it's always like interesting seeing all the interactions across the city. But I can tell we value you here in Pittsburgh. We have a growing LGBT population in District 2, which we are extremely thrilled with. Matter of fact, Chad asked me if he sells one more house, we have to change the name of the street. So I won't say the street on TV, but there's a lot of stuff going on. And so I just want to recognize and talk about the efforts that you've had here. Whereas the City of Pittsburgh celebrates the strength, courage, and resilience of the LGBTQIA+ community, whose history is one of struggle, visibility, and pride. Whereas Pittsburgh Pride Day honors the countless individuals who have fought and continue to fight for equality, dignity, and the freedom to live authentically, reminding us that love is love and human rights are not negotiable. And whereas the Pride March and Parade will be held on June 1st, beginning on Liberty Avenue at 11th Street, and will end at the Allegheny Commons Park West. I think that's your district, right, Councilman Wilson? The celebration will continue on June 2nd in Bloomfield with live entertainment, food trucks, local vendors, and more. And whereas the people of Pittsburgh have a proud legacy of standing for justice and human rights, defending the inherent and inalienable constitutional rights of all citizens, and rejecting intolerance in all its forms, and that's on all sides. And whereas the Pride celebration not only commemorates the groundbreaking achievements of the LGBTQIA+ individuals, but also reaffirms our collective commitment to building a city that is inclusive, equitable, and welcoming for all. And whereas we recognize that while much progress has been made, the work of achieving full equality and safety for all members of the LGBTQIA+ community must continue with urgency, compassion, and solidarity. And now therefore be it resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby call upon all residents to celebrate the diversity that strengthens our city and to continue striving toward a future where everyone is free to live, love, and thrive. And be it further resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby declare Sunday, June 1st, 2025 to be Pittsburgh Pride Day in the City of Pittsburgh.
May we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Congratulations.
Take that with the picture. You're a little bit taller than me. Just a little bit. Sorry, but so is everybody else.
Up here, you mean? Yeah.
On behalf of the
Yeah,
Pittsburgh
look at
Pride
this.
Board, I
Look
want
at this.
to extend our deepest thanks to the City of Pittsburgh for this incredible honor for officially proclaiming Pittsburgh Pride Day. This recognition is not just a celebration of LGBTQ plus history and progress. It's a testament to the resilience, power, and unity for our community at large. We stand proud today not only for who we are and the work that we do to continue making Pittsburgh more inclusive, vibrant, loving city for all, And we also are very appreciative of being recognized for being on the right side of history. Thank you.
So, I just want to say thank you so much. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much. This means a lot to us to be seen in the community with the city standing behind us and beside us in a time where we're being erased as trans folks, as Black folks, immigrants, and everyone in between. We need elected officials to stand with us. So we really, really thank you, and we hope everyone comes out and joins us. It's going to be a celebration for all. Yeah, thank you.
Director, do you want to say a few words? Put you on the spot. But I want people to realize how much goes into the events in the city. And we have, a lot of people in special events, John Chapman and Brian Cates and District 2 resident, I want to say, and the director and all the people that work for the city that do a lot of things for our events. So I want the director to say a few words and thank him for all the events that you've been helping us get through safely.
I just want to congratulate everybody on Pride Week and Pride Month and Pride Day in the city of Pittsburgh officially now. Looking forward to this weekend's festivities. My team has been working closely with the organizers to make sure everything's safe and fun time for everybody so we can have good celebrations across our city. We are here as public safety to protect everyone and anyone that is in our city, and everybody deserves those rights. So thank you and congratulations.
Yeah, we're gonna be uptown.
Can you do a selfie?
Press the button, Ira.
So I'm going to invite you to a meeting. Thank you, Director.
And
Thank you, Director. Sorry if I put you on the spot.
And I believe we have one to be read into the record from
Thank you.
Councilman Smith.
Councilmember Teresa Cale Smith presents, be it further resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh does hereby declare Thursday, May 29th, 2025 to be Julie Heath Day in the City of Pittsburgh.
Maybe a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Proclamation has been approved. Our next order of business is public comment. I would like to remind everyone that the rules of council state that comments are limited to matters of concern, official action, or deliberation which may be before city council. Profanity will not be permitted. After you are called, please restate your name, provide your neighborhood for the record. You'll be given 3 minutes to speak. Our first and only registered speaker is Dr. Ronald Lynn Miller.
Did you hear about my flag?
Dr. Ronald Lynn Miller, Oakland, and also Berlin, Deutschland. Optimal information and intelligence is the key to what I do and what I advocate. The Q5 framework is copyright RLM 2025. The Global Intelligence Society candidate for President 2025, the Global Information Intelligence Network.net, available 24/7, which is unlike you people, 8 to 5 only, if that, 9 days off. Concerns of council, local government, and the vote. This is consistent with RLM 2028 Initiative 3, the local no-party government idea, and Initiative 1, the vote by voter verification to the Supreme Court. For whom? Vote by voter verification for whom? The Democratic Party, DPDP mayor candidate vote, which I consider to be a slime vote. Is that all done? Everybody all lovey-dovey now? Everybody all happy? The rest of us are not happy. DPDP, a Carnage ad in one of those said that one of the candidates was more progressive than the other. Really? Quantum, pre-disciplinary intel on any variant of aggressive. Progressive comes from progressus, progrady, gradual forward motion. Quintessence, disciplinary focus. This council is not progressive. It is transgressive. Historical, it's regressive. From 1950 to 2025, there's been a loss of 350,000 people. Geological, the H2O in our water system is being polluted by Fe2O3. But then there's the geographical. There's this tension between ingress and egress, which I think is illustrated very valiantly by Ebony Evans last week. Urban agriculture, I think we need to form allies with Nairobi, Kenya, with Nanjing, Zhongguo, with Santarém, Brazil, and especially Freiburg, Deutschland, which has Lebensgarten, and fuses that with their housing. So there's not a separation of the two, but a fusion of the two. Over 30% of Freiburg is forest.
Thank you very much. We will now take comments from those in chambers. If you're wishing to speak, please come forward at this time. Provide your name and neighborhood for the record.
My name is Yvonne F. Brown. I live at 715 Mercer Street, Katie, where Irvis Tires, named after a great black man. I brought this again because I want you to see, when you talk about Memorial Day, in church, the minister has said to name some of the people, your family members. I forgot about my brother-in-law, Leonard Brown. A lot of you city workers remember Lenny. Lenny worked for the city and he also worked for the county. But here's a picture where they started Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh. They had a bookmobile. Now here's Lenny and his sister Marlon. Marlon was, the reason why I know is Marlon because she had long hair. And she's here. This is when they were younger. Now when Lenny was in the service, he was a Vietnam vet. He came home and he stayed with Marlon. And she was saying, because of the heat, because of the change in temperature, she actually had, in the summertime, to turn the furnace up as high as possible because it was cold to him. She said he went through a lot. I'm saying that I brought this just for the city workers, because Lenny really loved the city. When he worked for the city, he would bring them up in the hill district. We had a place where we would sit and socialize, and he would bring the white workers there to come and eat. So I know a lot of you remember Lenny, and he has passed. I also I found this. It was I think one of my grandbabies had this, but I just want to read this. It says, "Thank you for listening. Thank you for guidance. Thank you for inspiration, and thank enough for encouragement." I don't have my glasses, but it says, "and for being there." Now, I said that to Dr. Miller, because Dr. Miller comes here, and he's been coming for years. And Dr. Miller, a lot of times, talks to me, because I'm altogether different from him. He's very educated, and he's sort of low as far as the way he carries himself, cool. And I'm like all over the place. But that's me, a part of me. I was trying to explain to Jens that when I went to college, I had a teacher. I took public speaking, and she explained to me how we're supposed to speak public. We're to speak, you can move, but you look around, you don't just look at one person. You look around and try to get the interests of everybody. And I want you to remember how Krause did me. "Miss Brown, you must look at the front of the room." And when I looked sideways, you had Rudiak said, "Miss Brown," I told the people there, the citizens that were here, I said, if I was cockeyed or cross-eyed, I wouldn't be allowed to speak here. My time is up.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please. Next speaker, please. Seeing no further speakers, we will turn to the presentation of papers, beginning with Councilman Charlin, Chair of Human Resources. Thank you.
Councilperson Robert Charlin presents Bill 1861, Resolution providing for the filing of applications by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Human Services for grants in connection with the Joint Jobs Initiative Program Employment Advancement and Retention Network, and providing for the authorization to enter into agreements with various agencies and to pay for expenditures for costs to support, implement, and administer the program. Cost not to exceed $3,828,594.
And Councilman Coghill.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Chair of Public Safety and Wellness.
Thank you.
And if the chair is willing, we'll first read Bill 1862, which is the extension of our acting police chief, because we can then vote on that immediately.
Councilman Anthony Coghill presents Bill 1862, Resolution authorizing an extension of the term of the acting chief of police for 242 additional days to run through February 1st, 2026.
And Madam Clerk, may we have a roll call vote?
Mr. Charlin? Mr. Coghill?
Aye.
Ms. Gross?
Aye.
Mr. Mosley? Mrs. Cale Smith?
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger?
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. LaBelle, President?
Aye.
7 ayes.
Thank you. Bill 1862 has been approved, and now we can read the other two bills.
Councilman Anthony Coghill also presents Bill 1863, Resolution authorizing, pursuant to Chapter 210 of the City Code, the mayor and the director of the Office of Public Safety to accept a donation from the Allegheny Kiski Health Foundation in the amount of $9,090 to purchase compressed air carts for EMS. And Bill 1864, Resolution authorizing the issuance of a warrant in favor of Purvis Systems Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $50,245 for payment of batteries and installation services of the Station Alerting System at the Training Academy and Fire Station 7.
And Councilwoman Gross, Chair of Innovation, Performance, Asset Management, and Technology.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Deborah L. Gross presents Bill 1865, Resolution amending Resolution 898 of 2024, which authorized the mayor and the director of the Department of Innovation and Performance on behalf of the City of Pittsburgh to enter into an agreement or agreements and amendments thereto with eDocs Technologies, LLC, for the implementation and enterprise-wide content management system, to add funding for document imaging for the Bureau of Police by increasing the approved amount by $31,640 for an amended total cost not to exceed $3,031,640. Bill 1866, Resolution amending Resolution 937 of 2024, which authorized the mayor and the directors of the Departments of Innovation and Performance, Finance, and Public Safety to enter into an amended agreement with B3 Solutions, Inc. for the continued provision of software maintenance and support services for critical applications and transition guidance by increasing the approved amount by $12,000 for an amended total cost not to exceed $2,141,321 over 8 years. And Bill 1867, Resolution amending Resolution 119 of 2025, which authorized an agreement or agreements with Root Smart Technologies, Inc. through November 30th, 2027 to provide trash and recycling routing optimization software that provides turn-by-turn directions to environmental service drivers at a cost not to exceed $247,127 by adding the Director of the Department of Innovation and Performance as the signatory.
Thank you. And Councilman Mosley, Chair of Intergovernmental Educational Affairs. Yes, no.
No new papers, Mr. President.
Thank you. Councilwoman Kell Smith, Chair of Recreation, Youth, and Senior Services.
No new papers, Mr. President.
Thank you. Councilwoman Strasburger, Chair of Finance and Law.
Oh.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Councilperson Erica Strasburger presents Bill 1868, Resolution authorizing the issuance of a warrant in favor of Adler Tree Service, doing business as Adler Tree Service and Landscaping, for emergency storm response to remove a tree fell on the residence at 205 Millbridge Street, Pittsburgh 15210, on March 13th, 2025, in an amount not to exceed $6,750. And Bill 1869, Resolution amending Resolution 372 of 2023, which authorized the mayor and the city solicitor to enter into a professional services agreement or agreements with Buchanan, Ingersoll, and Rooney, P.C., for expert legal services in connection with human resource-related legal litigation by extending the contract another year and increasing the total not to exceed by $40,000 for a new not to exceed amount of $80,000 over the course of 2 years.
And Councilwoman Warwick, Chair of Public Works and Infrastructure.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Barbara Warwick presents Bill 1870, Resolution providing for a supplemental agreement or agreements with Gannett Fleming, Inc. for costs associated with the Smithfield Street reconstruction project, providing for the payment of the costs thereof not to exceed $1,707,042.29, an increase of $227,715.25 from the previously executed agreement as previously authorized by Resolution 336 of 2023 to add funding for the final design and construction phases of the project.
And Councilman Wilson, Chair of Land Use and Economic Development.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Councilman Bobby Wilson presents Bill 1848, resolution authorizing the mayor and the director of the Department of Finance to execute a quitclaim deed or deeds and any other necessary or appropriate documents, agreements, and instruments conveying as is all of the city's right, title, and interest, if any, in Block 25P, Lots 11 and 12, in the 2nd Ward of the City of Pittsburgh, 2608 Penn Avenue, Council District 1, to the Urban Redevelopment Authority of Pittsburgh for consideration of $1 contingent upon the mayor and director of the Department of Finance first entering into a cooperation agreement or agreements with the URA setting forth the rights and obligations of the city and the URA relating to these initial conveyances, and further setting forth the rights and obligations of the city and the URA relating to the subsequent disposition of this property to a third party at no cost to the city.
And I have 2 communications.
Councilman R. Daniel Lavelle presents Bill 1871, communication from Jake Pollock, Director of the Office of Management and Budget, submitting to City Council the attached status update from the Grants Office for the week ended May 23, 2025. And Bill 1877, communication from Rachel Heisler, City Controller, submitting to City Council a special report on the Housing Authority of the City of Pittsburgh, dated May 2025.
May we have a motion to read, receive, and file?
So moved.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both bills have been read, received, and filed. That takes us to reports of committee for final action, beginning with Councilwoman Erica Strasburger, presenting the Committee of Finance and Law.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Councilperson Erica Strasburger presents Bill 1855, Report of the Committee on Finance and Law for May 19, 2025, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill 1769, Resolution transferring the amount of $10,000 within the 2025 operating budget from City Council salaries and wages regular to the Office of the City Clerk for the purpose of professional services. Bill 1833, Resolution authorizing the issuance of a warrant payable in favor of Dickey, McCamey, and Chilcote for one-time legal services rendered for an amount not to exceed $12,503.75 over 1 year.
You have heard the reading and title of the bill. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the bill is now ready for final action. All in favor of the passage of the bill, vote aye when the name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charlin? Mr. Coghill?
Aye.
Ms. Gross?
Aye.
Mr. Mosley? Mrs. Kell Smith?
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger?
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle, President?
Aye.
8 ayes.
The bill, having received the legal required number of votes, is passed finally, and that moves us to Councilman Anthony Coghill, presenting the Committee of Public Safety and Wellness.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Councilman Anthony Coghill presents Bill 1856, Report of the Committee on Public Safety and Wellness for May 19, 2025, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill 1821, Resolution authorizing the mayor, the director of the Office of Management and Budget, and the director of the Department of Public Safety to enter into an agreement or agreements with the Pennsylvania Auto Theft Prevention Agency for the purpose of receiving grant funds in an amount not to exceed $583,100 to support the Auto Squad. Bill 1822, Resolution authorizing the mayor and the director of public safety to enter on behalf of the city of Pittsburgh into an agreement or agreements with Vonderhaus Guild German Shepherds, Inc. for the purchase of canines for the Bureau of Police at a cost not to exceed $30,000 over 3 years. Bill 1823, Resolution authorizing the mayor and the director of public safety to enter on behalf of the City of Pittsburgh into an agreement or agreements with Bronner Group Canine Services, LLC, for the purchase of canines for the Bureau of Police at a cost not to exceed $30,000 over 3 years.
You've heard the reading and title of the bill. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the bill is now ready for final action. All in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye when the name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charlin?
Aye.
Mr. Coghill? Ms. Gross?
Aye.
Mr. Mosley? Mrs. Cale Smith?
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger?
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle, President?
Aye.
7 ayes.
Thank you. The bill, having received the required numbers of votes, is passed finally. That moves us to Councilwoman Barbara Ward, presenting the Committee of Public Works and Infrastructure.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Councilwoman Barbara Warwick presents Bill 1857, Report of the Committee on Public Works and Infrastructure for May 19, 2025, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill 1830, Resolution authorizing the Mayor and the Director of Finance to enter into an easement agreement or agreements with Duquesne Light Company for the installation and maintenance of one pole and wires on and over city-owned parcel IDs 29B212, 29B180, Romeo Street, Pittsburgh 15213, Council District 3, 29B158, and 29B157, Bates Street, Pittsburgh 15213, Council District 3, at no cost to the city.
You have heard the reading and title of the bill. Is there any discussion on the bill? If none, the bill is now ready for final action. All in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye when the name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charlin?
Aye.
Mr. Coghill?
Aye.
Ms. Gross?
Aye.
Mrs. Cale Smith?
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger?
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle, President?
Aye.
8 ayes.
The bill, having received the legal required number of votes, is passed finally. That moves us to Councilman Bobby Wilson, presenting the Committee of Land Use and Economic Development.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Councilman Bobby Wilson presents Bill 1858, Report of the Committee on Land Use and Economic Development for May 19, 2025, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill 2024-0749, Resolution authorizing the Mayor and the Director of the Office of Management and Budget to enter into an agreement or agreements with Auberly for services relating to non-congregate shelter services related to the Home ARP program for a total not to exceed $1,500,000.
You have heard the reading and title of the bill. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the bill is now ready for final action. All in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye when the name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charlin?
Aye.
Mr. Coghill?
Aye.
Ms. Gross?
Aye.
Mrs. Cale Smith?
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger?
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle, President?
Aye.
8 ayes.
The bill, having received the legal required number of votes, is passed finally, and that moves us to Councilwoman Teresa Cale Smith, presenting the Committee of Recreation, Youth, and Senior Services.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Teresa Cale Smith presents Bill 1859, Report of the Committee on Recreation, Youth, and Senior Services for May 19, 2025, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill 1829, Resolution authorizing the Mayor and the Director of Parks and Recreation to enter into a 2-year sponsorship agreement with Clearview Federal Credit Union for the 2025 and 2026 Gingerbread House Display and Tree Lighting Ceremony at no cost to the city.
You've heard the reading and title of the bill. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the bill is now ready for final action. All in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye when the name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charlin?
Aye.
Mr. Coghill?
Aye.
Ms. Gross?
Aye.
Mrs. Cale Smith?
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger?
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle, President?
Aye.
8 ayes.
The bill, having received a legal required number of votes, is passed finally. And finally, we'll go to Councilman Kari Mosley, presenting the Committee of Intergovernmental and Educational Affairs. Councilwoman Gross, thank you.
Mr. President.
Councilman Kahari Mosley presents Bill 1860, Report of the Committee on Intergovernmental and Educational Affairs for May 19, 2025, with an affirmative recommendation. Bill 1589, Resolution authorizing the Mayor and Director of the Department of Mobility and Infrastructure on behalf of the City of Pittsburgh to enter into a cooperation agreement with Pittsburgh Regional Transit for post-construction access and maintenance of certain city-owned steps to be constructed around Downing Street in the 6th Ward of the City of Pittsburgh at no cost to the city. Bill 1825, Resolution adopting plan revision to the City of Pittsburgh's official sewage facilities plan for 1300 Gardner Street, Pittsburgh 15212, at no cost to the city. Bill 1826, Resolution authorizing the Mayor, the Director of the Office of Management and Budget, and the Director of the Department of Public Works to enter into an agreement or agreements with the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development for the purpose of receiving grant funds from fiscal year 24 community project funding in the amount not to exceed $1,666,279 to construct the field house in Homewood Park, specifically to fund the construction of the field house, amphitheater, and community gathering space. Bill 1827, Resolution approving execution of a contract for disposition by sale of land between the Urban Redevelopment Authority of Pittsburgh and Housing Authority of the City of Pittsburgh, or a related entity, for the sale of a to-be subdivided portion of Block 25S, Lot 112, in the 5th Ward of the City of Pittsburgh, 2829 Bedford Avenue, Council District Number 6, at no cost to the city. And Bill 1828, Resolution approving execution of a contract for disposition by sale of land between the Urban Redevelopment Authority of Pittsburgh and the Pittsburgh Land Bank for the sale of Block 10K, Lot 345, in the 5th Ward of the City of Pittsburgh, McLaren Street, Council District Number 6, at no cost to the city.
You've heard the reading and title of the bill. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the bill is now right for final action. All in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye when the name is called. Those opposed will vote no. Will the clerk please take the roll?
Mr. Charlin?
Aye.
Mr. Coghill?
Aye.
Ms. Gross?
Aye.
Mrs. Kale Smith?
Aye.
Mrs. Strasburger?
Aye.
Mrs. Warwick?
Aye.
Mr. Wilson?
Aye.
Mr. Lavelle, President?
Aye.
8 ayes.
The bill, having received a legal required number of votes, is passed finally. That moves us to motions and resolutions. Is there anything from members? If not, I just simply want to thank members as well as the clerk's office for your flexibility and understanding of moving our meetings around this week. Councilwoman Smith?
On the same subject about the clerk's office, I just want to thank them because they have really filled in a lot of times. And they just do an amazing job, amazing teamwork that comes from the clerk's office all the time. Whether you see them here out front or in the back, they just are a really good team. And I want to thank you all for your help in the service to the city.
Agreed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our meeting announcement is this afternoon at 1:30. Council will hold our standing committee meeting. Speaker registration will close at 12:30 today. To register to speak at this meeting, please fill out the sign-up form on the council meeting webpage by the deadline or call the clerk's office at 412-255-2138. One member was asking, so we need a motion to excuse the absent member, approve the minutes, and adjourn the meeting.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.